So it seems like GameStop is expanding away from being console-centric and starting to dip its toe into the realm of PC gaming, rumoring selling monitors, peripherals, and maybe even whole PCs? Let's talk about it. Alrighty guys, sharing my screen over here, I have an article pulled up. This is going to be sourced or cited down there in the description below. This article came out 2 days ago by Shack News. There's also another one that came out 6 hours ago, but I read through it and it says virtually the same information with a little bit more journalistic fluff in there. And we don't want none of that. We want to get down to the nitty gritty, squeeze a titty. So, GameStop, or GME, that's their ticker symbol. I'm sure you guys know that if you got in on that pump and dump, that Reddit pump and dump over there to do a little hot day in swing trading, continues to refocus its efforts to reconstruct a more sustainable and substantial company. They need to. They are holding on by a thread, to be quite honest. That apparently means expanding its reach into markets that have traditionally they've never been a part of. During the recent Q4 2020 earnings conference call, one of the highlights and future-facing points of the call was apparently GameStop aiming to expand its market into PC gaming and TV monitor markets. So televisions, maybe peripherals. There's a picture of a 3080 right here. So that would be awesome. First of all, if GameStop is another brick and mortar store that you have a chance of getting in there, avoiding the bots and scripts of scalpers online, and also, I mean, obviously crypto miners will actually physically go into brick and mortar stores, but you know, if they're trying to buy in bulk and whatnot, I'm sure there will be a single card per customer limit, especially if you're just getting it for consumer uses. You would only need one graphics card. If you're a miner, you might go in there and try and scoop up 6 of them to drop them into an open chassis, but it makes sense for GameStop to enter PC gaming and TV markets, and is actually a little strange in retrospect that the company hasn't previously. So that is very interesting. If you look at it, GameStop is very, very console-centric, very, very console-specific. They don't really dabble in PC gaming hardly at all. They definitely don't do peripherals. They don't do gaming monitors. They've never sold TVs, to my knowledge. Maybe some guy that works at your local GameStop sells TVs out of a van in the alley behind GameStop, but inside the actual store, he ain't doing that reputably. They're not selling TVs, so that's going to be interesting. And also, this doesn't mention this anywhere in the article, but this is just me talking. There's a lot of pre-built companies out there that make pre-built gaming PCs, okay? Alienware, NZXT, CyberPower, iBuyPower, just to name a few of them. And if GameStop were to make their own line of GS gaming PCs, GameStop gaming PCs, that might actually put their foot right deep up in the door. I was going to say something else where they're going to shove their foot, but that might shove their door up the tuchus of the competition, so to speak, because they're already a major trusted name in the industry of gaming. Granted, they've kind of fizzled out a little bit with people buying specifically digital copies directly from Xbox Live or PlayStation Network, but GameStop's still a great resource if you prefer physical games, you like to have a collection on a bookshelf, and you want to pay the lowest possible price, as there are games I can show you right now on my PS5 store and Xbox Series S that they still want 40 or 60 bucks for, but I know damn well on the shelf of GameStop, they're $17 for a pre-owned copy. So, I mean, GameStop does have its place in gaming. I don't really think that's going to stop. It just seems like their sales numbers and their value to gamers has really decreased with people getting more towards digital gaming. But if they start making pre-builts, I mean, yes, if they sell peripherals, that'd be cool and whatnot. But if they start making their own pre-builts, I think that would not only be very lucrative for them, but I think that would also be another layer to their store to get people in the door. Is they could sell them online, obviously, or maybe you could come in and test out some of the PCs. They have a little station. You can sit in there and get a little demo or something like that. I think that'd be awesome. So I think that GameStop should be expanding its horizon, because PC gaming is a huge percentage of video gaming. There's like, obviously consoles, home consoles, then you got handhelds, and then you got PC gaming, which is massive because of its customizability. It's relatively future-proof in comparison to a console. You buy a PS5, the spec that it is when you buy it, it's not going to get any more powerful. Yeah, game developers will optimize better for the hardware in there, but that's it. You're not popping in a new GPU or any extra RAM or you're not upgrading that. You know, a console stays the same. So by the end of its 7-year life cycle, or 4-year, whatever they decide to do, it's looking a little bit rough around the edges. As we're a PC, you can slowly upgrade peripherals, not to mention, even if you have the stock ones, you can overclock those to squeeze more performance out. And you get a metric shitload of driver updates that really do kind of optimize your hardware better over time. So yeah, I know I'm kind of getting a little off topic here. This isn't a PC versus console debate or debacle or anything like that, but it just seems like GameStop should be in the PC gaming realm, considering that is a major part of gaming, the gaming community and industry. Well, that's going to do it for me, guys. Now it's time for you guys to step up, drop your comments in the section below. I do converse with my community very, very actively, pretty much nightly. I sit there for about an hour watching Netflix in bed before I crash out, and I respond to all of my comments. And I definitely like reading them. I hear a lot of really, really interesting comments and questions in my, pardon me as I choke on my own spit here, in my comment section down there. There's some really bright men and women that are in the community here on this channel, so I really like conversing with you guys. If you did enjoy this video, slapping a like on it helps it to get seen by more people, which in turn will help to grow my little channel, which I greatly do appreciate. Subscribe for more content like this. I do a lot of news in the gaming community and industry, as well as tutorials helping you get set up, streaming and YouTubing. See you guys in the next one.